Ashby Yarn Shop, and I am in the classroom today. The classroom, I moved I have a shop area and a classroom area, but since they're putting in the elevator, I moved all the yarns over to the classroom area so that they wouldn't get dusty with the construction dust. Because it's easy to dust bookshelves and cubbies, but it's hard to dust yarn, and I did not want to dust maybe 500, 600 skeins of yarn, something like that. So I did move them all over. Friday was the first day we were allowed to be back open. As you may guess, people are not knocking down my door, which is fine. I want you to stay safe, and if you feel like being home, be home. If you don't, come out. I'll put my mask on. We can chat or sit and knit, whatever. It's fine. You might notice a little bit of wobble because the table that I'm on is just a folding table for our classroom, so I may video at home next week. I think y'all like maybe having the dogs in the background when I video versus the yarn. It's all good. I'll do either one. So let's dive right in. I'm Carrie. The shop is ChickAshby. It's at 409 Cedar Street in Cedar Hill, Texas. We are open Monday through Wednesday 2 to 8, Thursday 1 to 5, Friday 1 to 5, and Sunday 1 to 5. And knit nights Tuesday night via Zoom and live currently. You will have to wear your mask if you come. Sorry, but I insist that we follow the rules. But you can do it live and not wear a mask. That's totally fine. Or via Zoom and not wear a mask. That's totally fine. I plan to continue with doing the knit night via Zoom, just because I have people not in the state of Texas who are joining, which is a lot of fun, and I enjoy having you guys. So please feel free to come back. We plan to make it as accessible as possible. And like I said, it is a yarn shop. We do also do nail polish. I do nail polish. I do nail polish. We'll get into that in a minute. Okay, so first of all, what am I working on? I am doing an artist sweater. It's a cocoa knit sweater by Julie Weisenberger. And y'all, I went so great guns on this. I was so proud of myself. This is 6 days of knitting. I was so proud of myself. And I love this yarn. It's called Smudge. And nobody was buying it. And I'm like, I'm going to make a sweater out of it. So I don't know if you can see, but it's got pinks and it's got some greens. And I'm a little light blind because all I can see is that ring of light in my vision. But like there's some green and some pinks, and it's got a little bit of light blues in it and some purple. And it's just a delightful yarn. And I'm really loving working with it. The first time I saw the pink, it kind of got me a little bit scared. I was like, how do I get lipstick on it? And then I noticed that there was pink all over the place. I think that was like where I thought I had gotten lipstick on it. I'm like, what the heck? But as you can see, there's more color to it than what it appears to be. So I'm really enjoying that. That is 6 days. I went such great guns on it. And the Hallmark channel, I found it on Friendly. It's FRNDLY, and it's like $7 a month for 12 or 15 channels or something. But you get the Hallmark Mysteries, Hallmark Drama, and some other channels like Pixel and Up and things like that that are all uplifting channels. And they have some other stuff like sportsman channels like fishing and hunting and boars and things like that. Now, if they had a DIY / flipping channel or rehabbing channel, I would be all over that. But so far, I've just been watching Hallmark. So I put in a Hallmark and I go on my sweater. That being said, I got clear up to the part where the sleeves attach. And I totally lost my mojo, y'all. I don't know what happened, but this is 6 days, okay? So this is double. 6 days. And now this is 2 weeks. It's so terrible. It's the sleeves, and I'm not, what can I say? You're supposed to provisionally cast on here and knit up and join at the underarms. And then when you're all done with the sweater, you're supposed to pick back up here, knit maybe knit a little bit and then add the cuffs, or maybe it's supposed to be like a bunch of ribbing, like a really long ribbed cuff. I'm not loving it. I don't know why, but I just completely lost my mojo when I got to the sleeves. And so I think I might make it a 3/4 with just a little bit of ribbing, just enough to make it stay up when I push it to my elbows, and do it that way. I'll have to look back in the projects and see if anybody else has done that. So that's what I've been working on, and yes, I'm doing it 2 at a time because I am not organized enough to ever do 1 at a time and have them come out the same. I get to go in and forget to add an increase or forget to add a decrease, etc. So this way I can kind of keep them from looking like they were made for 2 different people. We have the Circle of Love doily that we are bringing back out for Mother's Day. We have a Delight for You that is going to be offered in 3 different versions of silk. We have First Blush, Buttercream, and Julia's Rose. So this is all 100% mulberry silk and luscious to work with. Love working with this stuff. It's so just yummy. So those kits will be $30 each, and you will have your pick of which colorway you would like. And then we are also offering it in wool for people who don't like silk, and that is going to be in these 3 colorways. These colors don't run: Fresh Squeeze Sunshine, and my pink is on the blink. My pink is on the blink. Try saying that 3 times fast. But those are the 3 colors that we are offering them in for Mother's Day in the wool options. Now, I think all of these are merino nylon. No, the Fresh Squeeze Sunshine is merino silk, but the other 2 are merino nylon. So, that gives you an idea of what's going on with our kits. Super excited about that. Amy's phenomenal in her writing of patterns. She's just, I would give anything to be able to have the wherewithal to write a pattern, and she is so patient and so good at what she does. It's just, I stand in awe and bow to her pattern writing prowess. That being said, I did get flowers this week via Amazon. I don't even remember what these came in, but Amazon sent me flowers, y'all. This was on one of the boxes, and it's daffodils, roses, and tulips. And the roses were on top, and it says more on the bottom. And then the daffodils and the tulips were on the bottom flaps. Y'all, I may not ever make these up. I had kind of thought, wouldn't that be cute to just kind of have next to the register at the shop? But there is something about getting flowers, even paper flowers, that just made my day. I was like, we all need a reminder in these dark days about spring and hope bursting forth, and the newness and rebirth, and even paper flowers made my day. So if y'all order from Amazon and it's a smallish kind of box, be on the lookout for these flowers. It's unbelievable how much those made my day. And it does say, where is it? It says, use caution, scissors are sharp. So I probably did not intend them for a full-grown adult to enjoy, but I'm enjoying them. So, y'all, it's crazy how much that made my day. I don't know if I was just having a bad day or what, but I enjoyed the flowers. So thank you, Amazon. I fully intend to. And it kind of has to be a smaller box because we get dog food from Amazon. They don't send us nothing on those boxes. They're like, wish you wouldn't. So, flowers on the smaller boxes. And I don't know if they do it on every box or if it's just the occasional box or what. Because I realize it does take extra ink and stuff for them. But I'm very appreciative of their efforts to brighten my day. That was much appreciated and a pleasant surprise. So thank you. Flower colors. I ordered, I can't believe I did this, such a gooberhead thing to do. I went online and I searched for rubbing alcohol, and all I could find was this stuff. This was $20 for these 16 ounces. And I got it and I was excited about it, and I still didn't notice. This is laboratory grade. But apparently Amazon doesn't know the difference between rubbing alcohol and ethyl alcohol. And I didn't notice until husband was cleaning underneath his sink and found a bottle of this stuff. So apparently ethyl alcohol and isopropyl alcohol are two different things. Because remember I said I found some at Home Depot, but it had methanol in it and I didn't feel like that was going to be safe. Ethyl alcohol, water, isopropyl alcohol, and methanol. So now I got a $20 bottle of crap I can't use. I don't know if, because it's laboratory grade, if I'll be able to send it back or not, but I'm not going to mix polish with it because I just don't feel it would be safe. So, fortunately, saved by the day, husband found this underneath his sink, so I will be using this to mix neons with. And I'm super excited about that. Let's see if I can crawl out of this. I don't know what day it is. And get that made. Y'all, I was seriously stressing about an email that's supposed to be out, sent out on Tuesday at 2. And it was like, it is nearly 4 o'clock. Why does it still say sending? I'm having so much trouble with this email that's going out to remind everybody about knit night. I don't understand what's going on. And I was fretting and fretting and fretting and fretting and fretting. And finally realized that today's only Monday. Why, y'all? Why can I not keep track of what day it is? Is everybody having that same problem? I don't know. But I was just like, oh my gosh. So that being said, I did get the alcohol. I shouldn't be getting the neons mixed up. Mixed, not mixed up. Although that would not surprise me. Mixed. And get that on the site for y'all. The plan is to make them water marble. You get the idea. To make them to where they can water marble. And so I'll be getting those listed hopefully this week. Fingers crossed. That being said, okay, so what's on my lips? It's from NYX, and it's called Devil's Food Cake. And I got this one because I got this one, and it's called Angel Food Cake. And I wanted Angel Food and Devil Food Cake together. So, on my lips, Devil Food Cake. It's the only thing on my lips. It's 2 coats. And I'm loving it so far. It doesn't smell. It doesn't dry out my throat. A lot of them kind of make your throat pretty dry. So I'm loving it. I got it off Amazon. Everything comes from Amazon. I think these were only $3 each. So go get you some, man. Definitely worth it. Yeah. And then on my nails, you'll notice an ombre. Cindy kind of got messed up because I was opening a box, I think, and I got a gouge. So I just kind of lazily plopped some more in the gouge spots and put another coat of Seche on there. I didn't know Seche came in 2. I thought they only made 1, so I found a 3-pack and I was like, yes! And I got it and I put on a coat and I looked at it and I thought, well, that's not very shiny. So I put on another coat and I thought, what the heck? So I put on another coat and I thought, maybe my old one is just thick and that's why it's shiny. Wonder what's going on. It took me the longest time to realize that Seche has added a base coat. I was like, what gives with this? It's not thick. It's not shiny. What's going on? Sorry. So I don't know. So let me go through these. First of all, let me see what my husband just texted me about. What did he say? He wants to know if I'll mow the lawn tomorrow. Sure. I mow the lawn because he mowed down an entire flower bed and multiple rose bushes, and so I was like, I will kill you if you... Oh, and a lilac bush. I ordered a special lilac that withstands Texas heat because I fell in love with them when I was in school in Michigan. So I ordered a special lilac that would withstand the Texas heat. I had that tree planted for 2 years. It didn't do squat. So I moved it to the other side of the driveway where it would get more sun. It started going great guns and he mowed it down. I'm like, I'm going to hurt you, man. I'm just going to hurt you. So I had also planted a whole bunch of, I think they're called hollyhocks. They're real tall and the long stems of flowers. And I had planted a bunch of those alongside the house, and he mowed those down too. So, and then he got a couple of my rose bushes, which, I mean, they were just kind of freshly planted and twiggy and hadn't leaved out yet. So I don't know if he just didn't see them or what, but I've threatened him to not mow our yard anymore. Okay, so back to that on my nails. Ombre on my pinky nail is CoverGirl Outlast Stay Brilliant in the Goldilocks colorway, and that is number 243. And I love the coverage. It has great coverage. It's a cream. Then on my ring finger is Sinful Colors, and that is number 955 in Pull Over. This one was more of a jelly. I felt like I had to do quite a few coats to get it opaque. And I didn't really like that because everything else was kind of a cream. That one and the next one coming up were more jelly. This was the one that was the most jelly. Then OPI on my middle finger, and that was My Twin Mimmy, M-I-M-M-Y. I don't know why, but it's NL and then space H88. That's a mouthful. In My Twin Mimmy, it was also a jelly, but did not require as many coats as the Sinful Colors. And then finally is Revlon Color Stay in number 210 Casino Lights. And then I just used that for the thumb as well because I only had 4. When I did this, yellow's not my color. Orange is my color. But these are kind of cool. And when I did this, I loved it so much, I was like, I need to find a lipstick in yellow. And then I thought, who am I kidding? When I had these polishes up on the wall in shelves, or in racks, I hardly ever used the yellows. I have maybe 6 or 7 yellows versus all the other colors. Because I had 4 racks and each rack held nearly 100 polishes. And out of that, I have maybe 6 or 7 yellows. So that tells you, and I'm like, I'm not going to order a yellow lipstick to go with this manicure because this is the first time in years I have ordered, or I have done a yellow manicure. Okay, so that is all the makeup stuff. And I swear to y'all, I'm not a girly girl. I'm not. I grew up like climbing trees and playing in dirt. And so I don't know. It's just nice to be nice to yourself. And I don't do like, you know, makeup artist stuff at all. But it's nice to be nice to yourself. And that was in Deep Stash, so you may or may not be able to find it. If you like yellow, I know there is a group on Facebook called Yellow Lovers. It might just be Yellow Lovers. I can't remember. But you should be able to find it with yellow. And it's all yellow nail polishes. So that's my Deep Stash. You might be able to find some of them on Facebook. You might be able to order some of them on Amazon. And now we get into the other stuff. So, I got this from my dog. Okay, orange is my favorite color, and I was so tickled pink when I saw this. Is that not the cutest? It's even got orange bags to match. And it's a poop pouch. I think they call it a pooch pouch. But we all know what it is. It's got the orange bags and the little hole, and the zipper zips really well. And y'all, look at this. How cute is that? It's, well, let's see. It's from, is that upside down? It's from Lola Bean versus LL Bean. Is that not the cutest? And it's got this, it's even got these straps. Look at that, the tiny little straps that might fit on a hamster. But they're made so well. I'm like, dude, that's really rugged. And then it's got this clip, which I always clip it on the dog end versus the human end. So the dog is the one carrying it around. And then it's got this, the Velcro, and I'm not really sure what the Velcro is for since it's got the clip, but I guess maybe a backup or an alternate way to attach. I just thought that was the cutest thing ever. And it wasn't bad. I think it was under $10 or something. I'm so in love. It's just so cute. And it, I mean, it opens up presumably to hold the used bags, but y'all, that wouldn't fit. I'd need 6 of these to hold my dogs, cause, and maybe for a Chihuahua, but that's a pretty big satchel for a Chihuahua to carry. Anyway, I get the idea. No, I didn't mean to venture into the underworld with this. I just thought it was cute. So that is that. I put wheels on my ottoman because I got sick of the Crumbopulus, which is what we call our robot vacuum. And that's from Rick and Morty, if you watch Rick and Morty. So we named our robot vacuum Crumbopulus, and he kept getting stuck under the ottoman. So I put wheels on it, which has been super handy. I love it with wheels. But the wheels that I put on them were industrial, like 5-inch wheels, and the holes in the plates where you screw it to the ottoman were so big that my screw heads, Skitty says hi and that he's bored and can we go home now? So the holes in that were there to screw into the ottoman were so big that my screw heads were going through. And so being in lockdown, not wanting to go to Home Depot, I think it was when they were still doing, they had where they were limiting the number of people in the store. So not only did you have to wear a mask, but they only allowed like 50 people in at a time. And so you had to wait in line outside of the store. And then once you got up to the front, then you could go in and shop for what you needed. Not my idea of an afternoon well spent, let's put it that way. So I got creative and I went out in the garage and I got this because we had some of this. And this is called metal hanger strap. That's not what I call it. I don't remember exactly what we used to call it back when I worked electrical, but it wasn't metal hanger strap. It was something like a pipe strap, or I don't remember. Anyway, so I got that, and I took my tin snips and cut them into little pieces. And then I bent the edges towards the ottoman so that as I used this as a washer, the little tips would go up into the wood and make it kind of round, so that if you got your foot underneath it or something, that the edges of the thing wouldn't cut you. Works so good. I'm kind of proud of myself for being that ingenious. Now this, why did we have this laying around? When I lived in Michigan, I had a basement. It was a duplex, and there was a house, garage, house. And then underneath the houses were basements. So the basement didn't go underneath the garage, but it went under the house. So I had a basement, and the washer and dryer was in the basement. And somebody had used this to string up a piece of conduit, metal conduit, next to the dryer, so that as clothes came out of the dryer, you could just hang them on the conduit so that they wouldn't get all wrinkled before you got ready to cart them upstairs. And I just forever since have had some of this on hand for whatever I needed to use it for. And so it came in handy as making homemade washers. I know. You don't have to say it. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, my card got full. And right about that time, Skitty's decided he needed me to play with him. So we took about an hour and a half break, and then I had to come back and figure out where we were in the process. And so I promise you it was much more cohesive in the original. Please bear with me on the second cut. So we were talking about tie straps, and then I moved on to services we offer. So here at the shop we offer tech editing services for if you want to write a pattern and have somebody tech edit it. That is Amy's cup of tea. Finishing services, all your weaving in ends and things like that, also Amy's cup of tea. Not my cup of tea, probably not your cup of tea, but it is her cup of tea, and she'll be happy to do that for you. Blocking services, I will block any knits you bring me within reason. Obviously, if it's grandma's lace, I probably will not, just due to liability. But if it's something that you made and it's within reason and not riddled with moths or things like that, then I will block it for you. We'll do a photo shoot with your knits. So we'll probably do that on maybe a Saturday or Friday morning, or maybe Sunday before the shop opens. We'll pick a location and get several shots of you wearing your knits for your Ravelry account, or just whatever you want to do with them. And we are offering mask kits. Y'all, I watched so many videos on masks and how to make them and which ones were successful or most effective, etc. And the pattern I came down to was the University of Florida Prototype 2 mask. So that is the kit that I will be offering. It will come with I-cord ties and the fabrics and the wire that you need to make it go around your nose. We will be offering that. You will have 4 fabrics that you can pick from. There's, you'll see them online. I'll post them online. And so we're going to be doing that. And then we're also offering 4 new kits. The Indulgence Brushed Merino Kimono, the Indulgence Hand Painted Scarf, the Nishiki Semicircle Shawl, and the Square in a Square Blanket. Now, those will be also listed on the shop. And I'm probably not going to do it every week because I'm trying to be patient on this process, and I know everybody's like bugging them to get it done. Elevator watch. They have gotten most of the outside wood framing done, I'm thinking. Uneducated guess. And 2 metal beams put in place. This has been such a slow process, and it really does help to have knowledge. So when I talked to the guys about it, they were kind of educating me. And they're really good to give answers. Like, I don't feel like it was, well, here's why. It was like, this is what we go through, and then I can go, oh. So they had a concrete hole in the ground, and it sat. So here's the process. Apparently, the elevator company has to come out and inspect every part of the process. So the hole, they come out and inspect it. And if it's even 1 degree off, they've got to fix it. And then the elevator company comes back out and it inspects it. And then they do something else. And then the elevator company comes back out and inspects it, etc. So I just thought, you got the hole, drop the elevator in, build the structure around it, and you're good to go. Apparently that's not how this works. So apparently they build the structure, 1, 2, 3 floors, and then the elevator is brought in pieces and assembled on site and attached to the structure, which sounds like an IKEA nightmare. Like, you've got 308 bolt A's and 310 washer B's, and I could lend them some tie straps if they're out of washers. But somehow I don't think that the elevator company would approve. So anyway, that's why it's taken so long, because every single thing that they do, the elevator company has got to come out and reinspect. And apparently that's been such a long process, because I found out about it in July. It was supposed to be done mid-October. It's now May, and it's still not done. But apparently it's been so long that even some of the parts have changed. That's frightening. Not frightening. I guess maybe it would be frustrating. I know for sure it's frustrating for the guys that are having to work on this. They're like, let's just get it done already. Let's use the parts we ordered and build it to spec and get it done and not have to reconfigure for different parts. I can't imagine being them. I'm sure it's frustrating for them. So, join me for Knit Night tomorrow night. For anyone who doesn't know what day it is, including myself, that is Tuesday night. And it's going to be 5 to 8. However, tomorrow night is also guild night. And so I will be on 5 to 7, and then I'm going to jump off at 7. And I'm just going to leave meetings. So anybody that's there can go ahead and continue on. Or if they want to jump off with me and get on the guild meeting, that's fine too. I know a lot of people will actually end the meeting when they leave, but if other people are there and want to talk, I'm fine with leaving the meeting and letting y'all do whatever you want to do in midnight. So, doing that, and so I'm going to be jumping on the guild meeting at 7. Now, this works perfectly via Zoom. I mean, because I can just go smooth from one to the next and everything is fine. I realize that Zoom is not the best way to network. So I'm not sure how that's going to work once they open it back up to live. I may have to go up there and do my meeting on site so that I'm there for when their meeting starts. I don't know how that's going to work. That would make for a really long day. But to get up to its southern location is an hour one way. To get to the northern location, it's an hour and a half one way. That's a lot of driving. And I'm not complaining because I really enjoy the guild meetings. But I'm also really enjoying not having to drive. So I'll be on Zoom from 5 to 7 and the guild meeting from 7 on until the end, which I think is like 9. Or maybe it goes later because they don't have to be out of the building. I don't know. So that's that. And that's really all I had to share with y'all. We are going to get through this. You know, there's some of us that have common sense and some people don't. And hopefully the people with common sense will share with the people who don't. And everybody will come out educated and engaged and smarter for the process, stronger for the process. And I really believe that we are resilient and we'll draw up and get through this. And so I want you to have a great day, a great week, a great month, and even a great year, because I can't say 2021 is going to be so much better, because I think there's still time left on 2020 to be awesome as well. So let's just stay strong, stay positive, keep encouraging one another, keep getting together on Zoom. I know that we need that fellowship and that communication with each other. So we're trying to get it done in any way we can. And I'm open from 2 to 8, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 1 to 5, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So you're welcome to come in and sit down and knit with me. You will be required to wear your mask because sorry. He says he's bored and wants me to play again. He gets bored and he gets demanding, so I apologize for that. You will be required to wear a mask because the County of Dallas requires it currently, and I'm not into getting any fines. It's not my thing. So, but feel free. We've got the whole second floor to ourselves, and we can sit 6 feet apart and knit and chat. And Skitties will probably give you doggy kisses, or he'll probably, engage you in some way. Right, Darren? So feel free to engage however you want to engage. Stay safe. Do you. We'll get through this. We'll come out stronger. And you guys have a good one. I'll catch you next time around.